all the time. I use it for... Okay. Hey guys, I'm Allie and welcome back to my channel. Today is Tag Tuesday, so I'm doing a tag for you guys. This tag I am so stinking excited about because one, it is a writing kind of centered tag, which I'm doing throughout November, and two, it takes one of my favorite tags of all time, which is the playlist book tag, and puts it kind of like in a writing setting. So basically the tag that I'm doing today is called Playlist of Your Novel Book Tag. I think that's what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. I think it's Playlist of Your Novel Book Tag. This was created by Brittany in Books, and I'm going to leave a link to her video down below. And basically, I'm so super excited. All you do is you pick one of your novels that you have written or that you are writing, and you find songs. If you have a writing playlist, you can use that, or you can just use songs, you know, whatever. And you say how they relate to any of your characters, maybe some scenes, maybe to the plot. Like, you just talk about how the song relates to your novel. So yeah, I'm super excited. Y'all get to see my mad lip syncing skills. I will say that the novel that I have chosen, is the one that I'm currently writing for NaNoWriMo, and I don't even have a title for it. That great on progress. I'm a lot of words behind right now. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. And let's get into this tag. I'm just kidding. I'm shaking hands with the face of death in the Amazon. I was in a trance trying to catch my breath, but I couldn't run. When you came around, I was on the ground, blood in my mouth. You know, we lost the whole damn time I've been missing out. Oh, we're never gonna go back to the way it was. Oh, we're never gonna go back to the way it was. Tell me if you wanna roll with the rest of us. Oh, we're never gonna go back to the way it was. So basically, I feel like I'm going to have to tell you a little bit about the plot of my book, I guess, for you to understand any of this. This is a world of magic. Everyone is born with magic, and there's 3 different types of magic, and then there's subtypes in those magic. However, there are these people that are called the ungifted, and basically it's people who are born without magic. They are considered outcast. A lot of the times they are killed whenever they are kids, whenever they're babies. If they don't show signs of magic, they're gone. That people are imprisoned for not having magic, and they're just really looked down upon in society. And my book is from 2 different points of view. One is from the royals, and one side is from the rebels. The rebels are people who, it's mostly ungifteds who have come together and they're kind of fighting the system, and they're like, we're not going to put up with this anymore, we're not going to go down easy. And then the royals are just like, these people, like, they don't deserve to live. You know, like they weren't meant for this world. Oh, I picked the way it was because basically it is the rebels rising up saying, we're not going back to how it was before. If you're not okay with that, we'll just cut you down kind of deal. We're not gonna take this lightly, and we're changing the way the world works kind of deal. Like, we deserve this land just as much as you do. So there is the main premise. My goodness, I'm gonna be out of breath for all of these. So I chose this song basically because it's about wanting something that you can't necessarily have, even especially after you've had a taste of it. And this is kind of about rebel leader. Her name is Zaylee, and she had grown up around magic, and she very much wants to have it. So basically, she really wants this magic. She's looking for a way to find it. The princess, who has also grown up around magic, she was born ungifted, but she hides it, and she also really has this want for magic. And one of the main plot lines of the story, besides like going against the royals and just the normal government system that they have set up, one of the plot lines is that
They're in search of the answer to get magic, and there are these 3 hearts that they have to find and kind of fuse together, and that is like the answer. And it's kind of like who is gonna find it first. For the rebels, it means that if they find these hearts, if they get this magic, they could win the war. So that's kind of what that's about. It's about magic being this dirty little habit that the people want their dirty little hands on. That is literally my new favorite song, just because of the rap. I don't know. I picked this song mostly because it kind of reminded me of the princess Ravenna. So Ravenna, she is born into the royal family. She is heir to the throne, and she has been kind of hiding the fact that she doesn't have any magic. If she doesn't have magic, it means that she will basically be killed by her own family. She is trying to survive. She is definitely the underdog in her world. However, she has found ways to like get around that. I will say that, spoiler alert for a book that isn't even out there and for anyone to read, basically she is sent to a prison before she is killed, and she escapes, and it is kind of her story about like making her way back to the top. This also works really well just because the rebels themselves and all the ungifteds are underdogs in this fight, and I mean they still find ways to beat the wielders, or what I call them, they're magic wielders. Plus there is a shapeshifter in this, and she has an animal form, and that's what they're reminding me of. So to wander along with fear till day. Thinking of losing you is a haunted song and a dread much worse than the fear of death. Now feel me rising up, climbing up, taking over my body, and the flow standing up, break me again. Oh my life, I'm reaching for you, set me on fire, set me on fire. What you say? I'm waiting for you, set me on fire, set me on fire. I'm sorry. The pizza was calling my name. It literally was like, Ellie, come eat me, please. That's my purpose in life. Ravenna, who has been kind of pretending that she has magic, she has been using her tutor, who is a master. It basically means that they are able to do all the magic types, but only a little bit of it, pretending that Ravenna is blessed with fire magic. They've been covering up, and I kind of use this as a way of saying, like, she wants that fire magic so bad, and that's what she always uses as like a disguise, as a cover. On top of that, also the king, he is a fire wielder, and it's kind of her saying like, I dare you. Like, do your worst to me kind of deal. Double entendre, double entendre. What's that song called? Something, something, something with the double entendre. Live in the darkness, dressed in black, act so heartless, but now I see the colors are everything. Got kaleidoscopes in my hair, I do. Got back the stars in my eyes too, yeah, now I see the magic inside of me. Yeah, maybe my head's fucked up, I'm falling back in love with me, and all I dreaming in life, this kitty got lost in mine. Been looking for stars and sound that I'll be alright. Look to the skies, sound a rainbow, rainbow, baby, trust me, I know life is scary, but just put those colors on, girl. Come and play along with me tonight. For those who try to find it, but just put those colors on, girl. Come and think about me tonight, night, 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 night. I picked this song one because I feel like Kesha's new album is just like so impactful. empowering and I love it. But also because I have a blind character who is also able to prophesize. She was blinded at a young age, and this is kind of how she lived a lot of her life, looking in the past despite her abilities and kind of just really focusing on what happened to her. For her, she is considered a less strong magic type. She is a cycle type, which is like with the cycle of time and stuff like that. She is kept hidden from the world by these rebels. It isn't until later on that she starts realizing that dwelling on the past isn't going to help her or anyone else, and that she is also sick of being treated differently. And this is kind of about her just embracing who she is. Her character is literally void of color. Like, everything about her is void of color, and it's kind of just how useful she is in the storyline and how just amazing her abilities are, despite just looking at her and thinking that she's this plain girl, and inside she's not at all. It's just her really learning to love life like she didn't before. She's kind of my fave, honestly.
We get it almost every night. When that moon gets big and bright, it's supernatural delight. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. Everybody here is out of sight, but they don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep things alive. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight, dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's real warm and bright. It's such a fine and sight. Everybody dancing in the moonlight.
You're probably like, what the hell is this curveball? Dancing plays a pretty big part in my book. And I don't know if that's just because I just love dancing. It releases just so much stress. It's just so much fun. It can bring out the happiness in you, even if like it wasn't there before. And overall, like it's a very dark place to live. So dancing plays a really big role. There is a town that the rebels go to, and actually it's like the city of sin. And all through the night, people just dance and they gamble and they go to the brothels. And it's one of my favorite places in the book just because it's so bright and it's colorful and there's a lot going on. But on top of that, dancing also plays a major role because it is the changing point in the relationship between two of my characters. But it's very important. It plays a pretty big role. It's just like the dancing. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like you just need something light and fun and something that people can relate to when you're talking about things that are just so dark and bloody sometimes. And it's just like, you just kind of put some dancing people in there. I have pictured a sort of dancing scene in my head for like 10 years now, and I feel like I finally just need to write it out. So
I lied to you, I never cried for you. Swear that I tried to, but I have better things to do. Now you're on the road with your painful load, and the words I spoke left your big heart broke. You know you still bother, because love is for the fool. I let you knocking outside my front door. You knew what this was. I don't want you anymore. What you before? What you before? But I could've sworn I told you I was me. A sweet old thing, and I was lonely, so I let you hold me for limited time only. You see, you're nothing to me, 'cause I'll always be a bad seed. You know you still bother, because love is for the poor.
Zaylee, who is the rebel leader, in case you need to refresh, she comes off as this cold-hearted badass, of course, because she kind of is. Left people behind in her life, not necessarily because she didn't love them, but because they just weren't important to the cause at the time, I guess. And she's held a lot of regret in her heart. She has kept this burden inside of her, and most people don't know the things that she has done, the people that she has left behind. Has this cold exterior, and she is trying to be mean and push everyone away because she knows in the end what has to happen in order for them to be successful. And also because this is a very friendship heavy type of. Zaylee, Dax, and Tansy just have such a mean friendship, and I live for every second of it, honestly. You can just tell the deep connection that they have and the jokes that they tell back and forth to each other. They do a lot of dirty jokes. They're very kind of rude to each other, but in like a loving way. They know that they have to be mean in order to make it through life, basically. So now that we got all that on the table, you know a little bit about my story. You don't know a whole lot. I've gotten a lot of questions about my character aesthetics, and it's like, you're gonna have to wait. Hopefully that will give me motivation to finish the story. And I'm still looking for title names, so. I hope you guys have liked this video. Yes, I know that I spent the time to put on makeup, but not actual clothes. Like, I'm just wearing sweats and like 10 layers of t-shirts. No big deal. Feel free to do this tag. I am in love with this tag. I think it's awesome and wonderful, and it's just, I had so much fun doing it, and I feel like I learned more about my story than I knew before. Don't forget to subscribe to see future Tag Tuesday videos from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!